Vizio.
Jeff Gordon has driven to the lead.
All clear.
Side-by-side race for the lead. Jeff Gordon dives to the low side of the racetrack.
Here comes Gordon again. Jeff Gordon has driven to the lead.
Well, Jeff Gordon's looking for his first win of the season, first since a win at Texas last year. It's a drought of 55 races, very unlike Jeff Gordon. He hasn't won a chase race since '07 when he took back-to-back checkered flags, Talladega and Charlotte. And as introductions go, well, that was a rough one. But Jeff Gordon, welcome and thanks for joining us on SportsCenter. It has been a while.
Should I just run off set now?
No, I didn't mean to scare you, but I'm sure you're well aware of the numbers. And it's been a while since you've had a win, but you can be consistent and come out on top in the chase.
Definitely. You know, we have to live up to our strengths, and our strengths definitely are our consistency. We're a very strong team. We fight till the checkered flag, and we usually get more out of the car, you know, than it's capable of because of the great teamwork. And it's nice seeing some of the footage, because that footage was showing a lot of the positives that have gone on this year. We've had a lot of great runs, some runs that could have been wins, and I'm just hoping that all of that materializes when it matters most, which is right now in the chase.
That's true. I mean, pick a time to peak, and this would be a good one. Your teammate, meanwhile, Jimmy Johnson, has won now 4 titles, 4 consecutive. If you could pinpoint one thing he seems to have over everyone else, what would it be?
You know, I think I've been a part of championship caliber teams. I've seen others, and it's just the total team effort, the chemistry among everybody, who they have confidence in what they're doing, they're communicating well, and it makes them as a team the best. It's never just one individual that makes it happen. Jimmy's a fantastic race car driver, but he and Chad work very well together, and that team follows suit. And of course, Hendrick Motorsports has great equipment.
And you've been with him since he was young. You've been quite a mentor for him. Now that he's so successful, how has it changed your relationship, the dynamic of your relationship?
Well, you know, you always know that when you start having success like that, you know, you're going to be able to do these things, you know, on your own. And I mean, I'm one of many, I'm sure, along the way that you know, gave Jimmy some advice, and he's just been able to run with it. You know, he's very talented, he's smart. And you know, I told him from the beginning, if you get into the equipment that I've been driving for all these years, I know you can be successful as well. And he's proven that. And so you know, we're still great friends and great teammates. We share a lot of information, but when it gets, you know, time to go win the race on the racetrack, we're also, you know, fierce competitors.
Let me talk about something we spent the commercial break talking about, and parents do. They talk children. And now that you're a dad of 2, how does that affect the way you go to work? I mean, you're not behind a desk.
Yes.
And your job is dangerous. Does it ever enter your mind when you go out there?
You know, once I get in the race car and turn the switch on to turn the engine on, you know, that's when I'm at work and I'm thinking about work, and that's it. You know, I think people try to put themselves in that position, if they're not a race car driver, try to put themselves in that position to say, you know, they think it's dangerous, so how would I think of it now that you know, I have a family? But I don't look at it as dangerous like other people do. I look at all the safety features that we have, all the crashes I've been through and have, you know, walked away. You know, it is dangerous, I know that, but it's not how I approach it. I approach it, how do I make the car go faster? How do I, you know, win the race? There's no doubt it affects you being a parent, but it's the lack of sleep, it's you know, maybe some of the things outside of the race weekend that you are doing that it is a bit of a distraction too. But at the same time, you know, you're just thrilled and happy to be a parent and experience these amazing things. So I think it brings some positive, you know, to the weekend as well.
One of your colleagues, a competitor, Kyle Busch, and his fiancee, Sam, have kind of gone into the reality show genre. And it's called Riding Along or Riding Shotgun with Kyle Busch. It's airing here on ESPN. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Honey, are you going to be this overwhelmed? Are you picking out yours? There's just so many pretty ones to choose from.
I know. It's so hard.
I'm king of the world!
What do you make of that?
I think that's going to be a very successful show.
Yes.
You know, Kyle's not only entertaining on the racetrack, he's entertaining off the track.
Oh yeah, that is pure comedy. I mean, we're a bit of addicted to it here on Sportscenter. But you raced with the old timers, right? Dale Earnhardt.
I feel like I am an old timer now.
I mean, how would this play in a garage area?
You know, things have changed over the years, not only in the sport, but, you know, in society. So these reality shows have got a lot of momentum. So, you know, we all have fun with it, you know, laugh at it, try to laugh at ourselves at the same time. And, you know, the fans, we have the greatest fans of any sport out there. So, you know, anxious to see how they react.
Oh, yeah, they get a very intimate look at Kyle Busch during that show. Believe me, you. We've been showing video also all day of Derek Jeter last night in the game for the Yankees. It hit the butt of his bat, and then it hit him.
Right.
Or grazed him, possibly. Right. Take a look at the video. And, you know, he played up getting hit.
He definitely milked this one a little bit more than I thought he would have. And I'm a Yankees fan, so you know, to me, a competitor is going to do all that they can to get a competitive edge. And I'm sure this is not the first time this has happened in Major League Baseball. Oh, no. But at the same time, you know, I feel like the umpire got the call wrong. So, you know, who do you blame? Do you blame Jeter, or you blame the umpire?
All right, so what's the worst thing you've ever done to ensure a victory? Even though the Yankees did lose. Sure. But what's the worst thing you've ever done for
I mean, I can remember one time, I don't know if I won this race, but started on the front row with another driver, and I sort of faked the start. And if the outside car beats you to the start-finish line, they get black flagged. So I kind of knew he was going to do what he did, and I just sort of laid back and let him beat me to the line, and he got black flagged. So
does that happen a lot?
It can happen. It doesn't happen very often, but I mean, I kind of enjoyed it actually that day. But it wasn't for the win. It was actually at the beginning of the race.
Did you fess up later?
I'm fessing up now.
How many years ago was this? You're waiting until now?
That was a long time ago.
You didn't go up to him after the race? Who was it? Do you remember who it was?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who it was. I keep him unnamed. But, you know, one of the examples that I do have is that we have pit crew members, and we do pit stops where they have to hit 5 lug nuts every pit stop. And there's a NASCAR official watching, and every once in a while they will miss seeing a lug nut. Not very often. They're pretty good at it. But every once in a while they'll miss one of those lug nuts not getting on or not getting tight. You know, is it our job, or is that pit crew member's job, you know, to go back and tighten it up or put the lug nut on if they don't call it? Right. I don't think so. You know, I think that's just part of sportsmanship.
Gamesmanship, we're calling it today.
Gamesmanship, sure.
Gamesmanship. All right, so this is your last chance before we say goodbye. Look in the camera and just apologize to the driver you did it to. Who did you get black flagged?
What if I'm not sorry? I apologize. I apologize.
And you're still not giving us a name.
No, he knows who he is.
All right. Jeff's sorry.
I'm sure it was on ESPN.
All right, Jeff Gordon, thanks for playing along. Good to see you.
Appreciate it. All right.